Hey everyone, this is David from Soft Wash Evolution, doing another gutter cleaning video today. In this one, I'm going to show you exactly how to price your gutter cleaning jobs, or how I price them anyway, and how you can use that model to make money in your business. So if you're pressure washing, soft washing, and you're getting into gutter cleaning, or maybe you only do gutter cleaning, that's where you started. You can actually gutter clean before you do any washing because you need much less equipment. But there's a price structure to make sure you're competitive. In the Northeast, where I am up here, you see the leaves here, it's November. The leaves drop. They pack into the gutters don't work. Almost every homeowner knows this is a necessity, something that has to be done. No one likes paying for it, but it has to be done because it could damage the foundation of their home. So I'm on a repeat customer of mine. It's a very small ranch style home. This woman is actually a snowbird. She winters down in South Carolina. She's actually already there. Second week of November, she said, I'm done. She's already down there. I clean the gutters for her twice a year, do it in the spring and the fall. And then I also wash the house for her whenever she needs it. It's usually only every other year. So I'm going to go up on this roof, show you how I price this job. So here I'm up on the roof of this house. I just came up the ladder there. I was talking to you. I don't have my ladder stabilizer. The small ladder, the small 20-footer. I keep the small stabilizer, if you see my other videos, in the back of my truck and the back seat, because it kind of hangs off the edge of the truck. So I keep it in the back seat, but then my daughter had indoor softball practice this weekend, and of course her friends wanted to come over after practice, so I needed to fit more than 2 kids in the back seat. So I ended up taking it out and setting it on the floor of the garage, and then lo and behold, I need it, and guess where it is? In my garage. So I come up the ladder without a stabilizer. Don't do that. Forget you didn't see it. So when I price gutter cleaning, this is a repeat customer, like I said, but single-story homes, I'm at $150 to start. 2-story homes, I'm at $250 to start if they're a new customer. I give them a bit of a break if they're a wash customer, and if they get their gutters cleaned with me at least twice a year, because I know how full they can be. One of the things you're going to want to look at is obviously the length, how many gutters you've got. Go to Google Earth, Google Street View, drop a pin and measure those gutters. Are you going to price by the foot, by the section or whatever? You can do however many feet per 50 feet of gutter. If it's a single story, if it's 2-story, also how are you doing it? Are you getting up on the roof and just using a leaf blower like I did on this one and just blow the gutters out? That's what I did right here, if you can see the gutters over my shoulder. I got a little bit of cleanup to do because the wind's blowing them as I'm doing it, and my battery died, so that's why I figured I'd film now. I'm going to jump down there and get a new battery. If you're just blowing them out from the top and then using your hands at the downspouts, you're out of there in 20 minutes. Maybe that's cheaper. If you've got to work off the leading edge of the ladder like I do on 2-story, I'm scooping out 6 feet at a time. If you've seen my other videos, obviously the price is going to go up. It's going to take more time. It's more dangerous. I got to haul that big 32-footer, which is a pain on my back and my shoulders, so I charge more. You could do the same. If you're getting on the roof of 2-story houses and walking them, you're out of your mind. But you can. I've seen people do it. Some guys just are comfortable with that. I'm by myself. I'm not falling off a 2-story house. I'm not falling off a 1-story one either, but a 2-story one is, yeah, you're in a world of pain for that. So I don't get on roofs of 2-story houses. It's just not something I'm going to do. So also with pricing, how many of them, use the same way you price your wash jobs? Are you charging by, if it's, you got to drive 30 miles to get there, obviously you can add a little more. But I do suggest you start at a base price, $100 for 1-story, $200 for 2, $150 and $250, work something like that. And then I also, like I said, you can do what I do with adding services on. If they get their house washed with you every year and they also get the gutters cleaned twice a year, you know how full they're going to be. They can only be so full in 6 months. So you know what you're getting into. Maybe you give them a little bit of a break, maybe 10% off. Maybe you clean the gutters for them twice a year and say, hey, get your house washed. It was normally going to be $400. I'll give you, $30 off if you get your gutters cleaned too. You can work deals like that with other services because people in these areas that need their gutters cleaned, gutter cleaning is a necessity. It has to be done. The customer really doesn't notice a difference when their gutters are clean or dirty because they're not up there to see it. If they could get up there on their roof and look down into their gutters, they would do it themselves. But they can't. They don't own the ladder. They don't have the ability to get up here. So gutter cleaning is a need, and they don't even see the results. House washing is a want, and they get to see the results. They're much more willing to pay for the house wash than they are for the gutter cleaning, in my experience. But sell them the gutter clean at a lower cost, and you'll get that higher ticket item later with the house wash or the roof wash. Actually, if you turn around, look at how bad this roof is. It needs to be washed. But I've offered it to her. She's not going to bite. She only spends 6 months out of the year here. She goes down to South Carolina all for the cold season, so I don't think she's going to spend money on her roof, but she does have me clean the gutters twice a year. So again, use the size of the gutters, the length, how many feet you're cleaning, how you're going to be cleaning. Are you getting on the roof using a blower? Are you scooping it out by hand? The distance from where you're working. Are you used to working in one small area and you've got to travel to get to that job? Is it one story? Is it two story? Is there access? If you are cleaning off a ladder, can you get the ladder all the way around? Is there going to be like a walkout style basement on a hill where you've got to use a leveler or like dig down one side of your ladder to get the thing set? All that stuff comes into play. So another thing I suggest you do if it's your first time getting to that house, which if you're new, they're all going to be first times. Set it, hey, I'm cleaning your gutters. Your price is $250 to start. If I encounter anything that requires special equipment or time, the price will go up. Like if you need a skyvac system, if you need, you know, to basically build a platform on one side of your leveler or your ladder to get up there because it's built onto a hill and a walkout and it's just too far, you may want to have that into your terms of service that it starts at this price. If I encounter something that I need, you know, in more time, the price could go up an extra $50. That way, when you get that person as a repeat customer, you know, oh shoot, there's that one at, you know, 10 Pine Street. I better be sure to bring the skyvac with me because I can't reach that corner there. So that's another thing you can do to just make sure you're not into a situation where you're losing money on the job. So I got to finish cleaning this one up. Just got to run my blower across the last few sections. And that's another thing I forgot to mention too before I end this. One more thing to consider is, are you taking the debris with you? If you've seen my other videos and you see my truck down there, I don't have room. I have that small little lineman's bucket I'll carry around with me to fill it up. I have the big green collapsible bucket in the back of the truck, but I dump the stuff out. If they don't have a wooded lot behind them where I can dump the debris, I dump it on the edge of the road because I know the town's going to pick it up this time of year. But like, I'll show you this customer here. I'll climb right to the roof. Look at where she lives. She's got neighbor there with that fence, neighbor there with that fence. All of her leaves are already on the ground. I don't know if she's having a landscaping guy come pick up or just leaving them there the whole season, but there's nowhere to dump the debris. She's got neighbors on all sides. But we have the street right there. I know the city picks up. So if I had everything in a bucket, I would dump it out there by the road and just have the town come pick it up. Realistically, the wind would probably blow it all away anyway, or into the neighbor's yard. That's what everyone does around here. So are you hauling the debris with you? That should be an upcharge too. I simply can't offer that service. I don't have room. I'd be putting that bucket in the passenger seat with me and taking it somewhere to dump it. But if you've got a trailer or a bigger truck and you've got room, you could become partially the landscaping guy. Say, I'll clean your gutters out. All the debris will come with me. If you're on like a really meticulous lot, with houses, they might demand that service. So make sure you put that clear in your terms of service. I do have gutter customers like that where they are on, you know, their lawn is very meticulous, the landscaping. They don't want those wet leaves on the ground. So I bag them all in that lineman's bucket, put them on the ground, put them in the bucket. I have to haul them out to the edge of their property and dump them. But if they will say, well, you're taking it with you, well, goodbye, you're not my customer. I simply don't have time for that. I'm not dealing with it, but you can upcharge for that. So thanks for watching this video. I've got a series of like 4 gutter cleaning videos that I dropped this November, so make sure you check out the other ones and please be sure to subscribe.